Hi everyone, I'm Ron Ianieri of the Investitute, and it's time for another one of Ron's Rants. I've been teaching options for a while now, among other things that I do, and recently, over the last several years, I've been working with a lot of individual investors. And when it comes to individual investors, I find that quite often they have the wrong idea about the stock market. They think that the stock market is just a job, like a regular job. They think they go in, they do their work, they don't have to do more, they don't have to do less, they do their amount of work, and on Friday, their boss comes up and hands them a check, and bang, they made their money. The stock market's a lot different than that. It's gigantically different than that. I had several students approach me over the years telling me that, hey Ron, I'm not a greedy guy. I don't need to make $1 million. I just want to help boost my income a bit. I just want to make $200-300 a day. Not a lot. Just $200 or $300. So just teach me the part where I can just make $200 or $300. Like, if I want a little, I just need to know a little. If I want more, I got to know more. Kind of like a regular job. You do more in your regular job, you move up the ladder, you get higher salary, you get bigger title. You do less than your job, then you might get fired. The problem here in the stock market is that knowing a little doesn't lead to little gains. Knowing a little leads to large losses. They forget to see the big picture that when you're working, paychecks come to you. When you have your regular job in the regular world, paychecks come to you. Every Friday, boom, there's your paycheck. Every Friday, boom, there's a paycheck. But in the stock market, it's a lot different. Because they can take money from you in the stock market. You don't need to just know a little to make a little. You need to know a lot to make a little. Think of it this way. Picture yourself in your job. You're doing your job. You're not doing more. You're not doing less. You're just doing your job. And one day, on a Friday, your boss comes up and you notice that he doesn't have a check for you. He's not going to be handing you a check. Matter of fact, he's going to say to you, listen, I didn't like the amount of work you did this week. I know you met quota, but I think you should have done a lot more, so I'm not giving you a check. That's pretty bad, isn't it? But that's not the worst part. What the worst part is that not only can he not give you a check, he can actually take money back from you. He could say, and I want you to give me your 3 previous checks. Boom. Think about your job like that, because that's what the stock market is. You can't know a little to make a little. You've got to know a lot to make a little. It is a competition. It is a zero-sum game. There are other people in the market that have been trained, that know better than you, that know more than you, and they will take your money. Just Wall Street itself. You think Wall Street is there to make you money? You think your broker goes to bed every night thinking, oh, how do I make Bill some money? Because I'm worried about Bill paying his bills. I'm worried about Bill's kids going to school. I'm worried about Bill's daughter having that dream wedding. You think he thinks like that? Hell no. He's trying to figure out how he can make more money for his kids' education, for his daughter's wedding, for his enjoyment, or her enjoyment, whatever the case may be. That's what he's concerned about. So Wall Street's not there to make you money. Wall Street's there to make money off of you. So don't think, hey, Ron, I just need to know a little because my broker's really going to help me. Nah, your broker isn't going to help you. So that means you have to help yourself. And the first thing you've got to realize is a little work and a little knowledge does not add up to a little money. A little work and a little knowledge adds up to big losses. You have to do a lot of work and have a lot of knowledge to make little money consistently. Now you might think, oh, well, forget it then. I'm just not going to do it. It doesn't make any sense. I'll never make any money. We're not talking about spending 5-6 years learning this stuff. It's not rocket science. It's not brain surgery. But there is a learning curve. And there is a certain amount of material you've got to know. And the first thing you need to know is options are mathematically based. And like math, there is a logical, progressive way of learning. You can't be great in geometry if you don't know how to add and subtract. You can't be a hero in algebra without being able to multiply and divide. Foundation, foundation, foundation. You've got to have a good, strong foundation. People say, oh, just teach me a strategy that makes me $300 a week or a day. There is no strategy that just does that. Are there strategies that can do that at the right time, at the right place? Entered into properly, managed properly, exited properly? Yes, definitely. Can it be done consistently? For sure. Can I make a living trading instead of doing what I'm doing for a living? Yes, at some point. But you gotta go through the education properly. You can't just hitch yourself on to some guy who says, look, don't worry about understanding anything and who cares about the Greeks and none of that's important. Just do what I do and do what I tell you. And I'll show you a strategy that works all the time. Nothing works all the time. In the market, you can do all the right things at the right time, the right way, and still lose. Part of trading the market is trying to tell the future. And I'll be honest with you, where it's impossible to tell the future, it is a little easier to predict when you have all the pertinent information. That makes it easier. So don't think that you're going to skip option theory. I don't need to know all that delta gamma stuff. Yeah, you do. That's what options are about. They are mathematically based. If you don't understand the math around them, you're never going to understand them. And if you don't understand them, guess what? You're never going to be able to use them together effectively. You're not going to understand the stuff. Now, we're not talking about big time math here. We're talking about grade school, maybe freshman, sophomore in high school math. Math you already know. But you can't learn a little in the stock market and expect to make even a little. Learning a little means a lot of losses. It's not like your job. It's the market. There's good things here and there's bad things here. Not only do you make money here, but you can also lose. And that's why you have to have top-notch, real professional education. Think about that before you go into the market. This is Ron Ianieri of the Investitute with another one of Ron's Rants.